Have you ever wondered how relief and recovery efforts are coordinated after a natural disaster? Well, the response, especially from the logistics perspective, can be different for every natural disaster, but let's look at earthquakes. Now, when a disaster like an earthquake strikes, the first thing that you want to think about in particular are the survivors and the treatment of those survivors. So, the first thing to logistically be set up are those tents, medical supplies, and figuring out who needs the priority as far as healthcare needs. The next thing that you need to do is essentially the same thing, but just on your infrastructure. What do your ports look like? What do the roads look like? What does the rail lines look like? Are they damaged? Can they actually ship goods? So, those are the first two things. So then from there, you have to decide which products are actually in need, which items are in need, water bottles, search and rescue supplies, food, water, coffee, just some kind of ongoing shipment of supplies needs to be prioritized. But then there's also dealing with the logistics of items that are sent with a good intention but aren't necessarily needed. This can be clothes early on, especially when it comes to earthquake survivors, where the real immediate need is access to healthcare and getting treatment for those wounds and getting food and water. So those are the shipments that are prioritized before anything else. And this is often set up and coordinated immediately at a local airstrip closest to the site as possible. And a lot of times it's the military doing it, and they're doing it with as little as a tabletop that just folds up and walkie-talkies. This is what's currently going on in Turkey and Syria, where a massive recovery and relief campaign has been ongoing over the last month since earthquakes 7.8, 7.5 have rocked the area. On a recent episode of Everything is Logistics, I got a chance to talk to retired four-star Admiral Craig Fowler on this exact topic. He's actually led disaster recovery efforts in both Haiti and Indonesia, so he was able to give us that boots on the ground look of what's being established, what's being prioritized, and the reasoning behind of those decisions that are currently being made in the disaster response in Turkey and some parts of Syria. Now, if you want to catch that episode, just search for Everything is Logistics in your podcast app of choice.